Hey everybody, we are back at the hurricane headquarters, and today we have our 10 a.m. tropical update for July 26, 2020. And our current news is Invest 92L has a 90% chance of developing into a tropical depression. Sorry about that. Alright, so here we're going to look at our current threat. It's Tropical Storm Hannah. Yesterday it was a Hurricane Hannah. And it has weakened to a tropical storm, and I believe the eye is now in Mexico. It's on the border. So let's head into our warnings cone / statistic image. As you can see, the cone just shows it continuing to be a storm until about 1 a.m. Monday. By 1 a.m. Monday, it will become a depression, and will continue to be a depression into Mexico, and will most likely dissipate, and its tropical depression status will fade away as it hits central Mexico. So we have our tropical storm wind extent over here. Tropical storm warnings are still up for parts of Texas and even Mexico. Boca Chica, you're in the warning. Everyone's in that warning. There's not much else really issued, just some strong rain and other things like that. But here, let's jump right into our arrival times of winds. And by 8 a.m. today, which was 2 hours ago, it should be arriving around here. Sunday, 8 p.m., about here. It's going to be moving a little fast through here. Here's our most likely, and it's just about the exact same thing here. It's like just about the exact same thing. Most likely, it could be slightly before, but still, it's very close. Here's our wind speed probabilities for tropical storm force. Here we have a 90% chance, 90 to 100. And into Mexico, we have 5 to 10% chance over here, extending up as it gets closer to this pink area. Our 50 knot wind speed probability is very low, but you could see possibly a 60%, 60 to 70% right there, but it's quite low for the rest of the areas. Now we're going to check out our wind history. As you can see, it did have tropical storm force surrounding this small area of hurricane force winds, and that already impacted the area, and now it's hitting over here. So by layer stable, we'll see this area grow. Here's our warnings and surface wind. Again, not many warnings, really just a tropical storm warning still in effect for parts of southeast Texas. So now we're going to jump into our peak surge, and as you can see, water levels along the Texas coast will gradually subside through Sunday morning. And yeah, it's not really going to have much storm surge anymore. Maybe just some heavy waves. Here's U.S. rainfall potential, and as you can see, most of the rain will be in Mexico. We are seeing 10 to possibly even 12 to 15 inches. As you can see, these two pink dots, we can see up to 15 inches of rain there. That's a lot of rain. It's like almost a foot and a half, so that's a lot of rain. For Mexico at least, although I don't think I have any viewers in Mexico, but if you live in Mexico and you're in that area, expect a lot of rain. We're going to jump into our flash flooding potential for, I believe, the next 5 days, but it's very 5% up here, 10% over here. We have a moderate chance down here, but and a high chance here, but not much else from that. Let's take a look at our warnings cone one more time. As you can see, it just will head through Texas. Here's the forecast track line. It will most likely dissipate here and just turn to remnants when it gets to central Mexico. So now I would like to show everybody the windy map for I'll reload the page. As you can see here, I'm not sure. Here is our storm, tropical storm, and it has a quite interesting looking eye. As you can see over here, winds up to approximately 50 miles an hour. Right now we're seeing 45 miles per hour, but we could probably see winds up to 50 in this entire storm. So anyone here watching in Mexico, anyone in these towns, or even anyone on the border, you could get some strong winds. Let's take a look at our wind gust map. Wind gusts can get up to probably about 80 to 85 miles per hour. This is quite devastating. Anyone living in this area, expect a lot of wind. A lot of gusts, too. And a lot of trees will be coming down because a lot of the rain's coming in this area. So I would expect a lot of trees coming down, if there's any trees. Here's rain and thunder amounts. As you can see, you get 3 inches over here, 2.66 inches in the next 3 hours. Rain accumulation. Over here, you can see like 9.31 inches, 12.84 inches, and this entire area, the darker the color, the more water are accumulating. In this lighter green, you can probably see about 2 inches of water. And let's head to Texas area. Over here, we're seeing 3.9. Boca Chica area, you'll probably get like 4 to 5 inches of rain, or that's accumulated, and new snow, of course, none. Thunderstorms in the area, we could see a few thunderstorms rolling by. I'm testing out some new features on this website. And this is all brought to you by windy.com. So check that out if you want to see these forecasts. Temperature, as you can see over here, it's actually kind of chilly, but it's over here you can see 62 degrees, up here 79. And it gets warmer in Texas, but down here you can see some chilly temperatures. Here's humidity levels, and they're quite big, like 50 or 95% humidity over here. The darker the blue shade, the more humidity there is, and yeah, there's a lot of humidity. Here's cloud cover, and here it's like a 98% cloud cover, and the cloud cover just gets more and more and more intense. You can see like over here 100%, 99% there, 99%. There's a lot of areas with 100% to 99%. There's a lot of cloud cover. I wouldn't expect that many patches in the clouds. Let's look at our waves map. Over here, we're seeing waves approximately. Sorry about this. I've never tried this feature out. About 9 foot. Yeah, we're seeing like waves of like 9 to 10 feet. Like over here, we're seeing 10 feet. So if you're on the shore, you could probably see some big waves coming in. Zoom out, and over here, it doesn't look like there's much waves. It's kind of calm over here. Yeah, 1 foot waves. So if you're anywhere in here, you can expect some big waves. So now I would like to bring attention to the current tropical entity in the Atlantic Ocean. You may know it's called Invest 92L. I brought that up in the last video, our last live stream. And I just said it had a very high chance of becoming major. Well, yesterday I showed it was under 40% chance of developing in the next 48 hours. Now it's approximately a 60% chance as of 8 a.m. today. I'll refresh the page to make sure we get the most accurate, but as you can see, there's a 60% chance of it forming in the next 48 hours and a 90% chance in the next 5 days. So this is most likely going to develop either tomorrow or even Tuesday. And as you can see, it's slowly moving in the same direction as Gonzalo. And if you're wondering what happened to Gonzalo, it was just here. Well, actually, this is quite interesting, but it somehow it weakens very fast, put it that way. It weakens extremely fast and didn't originally last night around 9 p.m. It was a post-tropical cyclone or remnants around here. But I guess it just depleted to nothing. I believe this is Gonzalo, or the remains of Gonzalo. As you can see, very weak. It's almost nothing. You can't really see any good circulation there. But over here, it's a whole different story, because it's very conductive for development, and tropical depression is very likely. Put it that way. We'll be monitoring this storm very heavily. So let's go check out Mike's weather page for Invest 92L. So let's look at our global hurricane model. And as you can see, most of the models bring it right up here, into the upper Atlantic Ocean. Almost like if they would continue, they would probably hit the southeast. But now I'm going to show you a different model, the GFS model. And this shows it really affecting the West Indies, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, even Cuba, the Bahamas, definitely, Florida, probably. But I think the worst place in this storm will be most likely North Carolina, because a lot of the tracks showed coming right through North Carolina, or Outer Banks area. And I would even say the Northeast and even the Southeast are in grave danger from this, because this is a very strong storm. As you could see it growing to like 950 to 940 MB, and that's kind of strong to hit over in this area. So we might be able to see a major hurricane out of this. We might be able to see, for example, a Category 3, Category 4. I'm not sure about a Category 5, because I have doubts about that, but you never know. It could become a Cat 5, possibly, but I believe it will become a major hurricane as it approaches over here in this, above Dominican Republic and Puerto Rico. This is like where it might strengthen. Let's take a look at another spaghetti model. Canadian model, and for the first time, I actually think the Canadian model's right. It's more accurate, because over here it's a mess, but once you get out of there, it has some agreement that it's gonna go this way. And I'm not sure if that's a good sign that's right, but usually Canadian model is crazy, and in this case, it actually shows it heading in a common direction towards the northeast. So that's actually quite interesting, because usually you don't see the Canadian model that accurate. And here is our intensity guidance for Invest 92L. Most of them show it growing at least into a tropical storm, and none of these models show it growing into a Cat 3, but again, this can change very easily. This changed yesterday, like every hour almost. So if you should probably watch this yourself along with these videos, because these things can change often, and I'm not even sure if this is the latest one. It should be. I refreshed the page, but yeah, it looks like that. Wait, this one. This model, it does show at reaching Category 3 status. I believe, too. I hate when this happens. It has one model hitting the very edge, and this is... I hate when that happens, everybody. I'm sorry, but I just hate it that way, and I think it should choose a side, to be honest. And this one only shows up to Cat 1, but which one I believe is the 06Z. This one actually gets to Cat 3, and I believe it will get to Cat 3 at least. I think it will at least get to a Cat 1. Cat 2, maybe. Cat 3, maybe. Cat 5 or Cat 4, probably unlikely, but it's possible from the storm. And let's take a look at our own forecast here. And don't use this to make decisions. I have to say that because this is only a model. Don't use this. This is only to help you understand the other models. So don't use this to make decisions. Don't say it's not coming to you. It can go anywhere. And use official info for that purpose. But this is only to help you understand. So as you can see, our code brings it all the way from West Indies here, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Cuba, Bahamas. All of this area is in danger from the storm. I think Florida is in big danger. North Carolina, danger. Northeast, in danger. And those are probably the most endangered areas. Can it go in the Gulf? Yes, but most models show it heading this way. And even Bermuda, too, in the danger zone. They get hit with the storms a little often, but this storm, it would either hit the coast, the east coast of the U.S., or it'll either go out to sea, or possibly just die off over here. If it goes out to sea, it'll probably hit Bermuda. If it hits lands, then we have our next hurricane hitting lands, and even if it tracks in the ocean close to the coast, it could have some damaging effects, especially on like North Carolina area. So we have to watch that closely. Let's look at our windy forecast for over there. As you can see, here's the storm. It's a little hard to see, actually. I shouldn't have said that, but you can see some rotation here. You can definitely see the eye of the storm, and you can see the rotation going in a circle. This is actually having a big effect on the nearby wind. Yeah, you can definitely see this, but it's definitely causing problems with the nearby wind. Let's go to 4 p.m. tonight. It almost looked like it got a little stronger. You can see a little bit of more rotation. And let's jump to 10 p.m. tonight. By now, you could see this is quite strong winds, 27 miles per hour. Let's go to 2 a.m. tomorrow, 5 p.m. tomorrow, and let's go to 6 p.m. tomorrow. You can really start to see that circulation start to grow. I believe it will develop in the next few days. And here is where we actually see it. Tuesday, 4 a.m. You can actually, 4 a.m. You can really see the circulation over here. It's really having an effect. And look at all this wind. This is the storm. This has an effect, I guess. And you can really see that circulation go. Let's jump into Tuesday, 10 p.m. Circulation, you could see it. And once we get to Tuesday, 6 p.m., you can really start to see the circulation. It's a definite yes to circulation. Let's jump into Wednesday, 11 a.m. This is where you could start to see some strong circulation and even some strong winds over here. We're seeing 34 mile per hour, 34, and I could probably say 35 is like the max for this area. But you can really start to see this, and this will affect most likely the West Indies up here. Even Puerto Rico could get a quite strong storm. Let's continue. I give this 40 now because the numbers are going up. And you can really see a defined eye here. It's not some weak eye. You can really see the rotation. Let's jump into 11 p.m. And this is where you can see it starting to affect the West Indies, and even Puerto Rico can start getting those winds. Although it's almost like the winds are going around Puerto Rico. I guess it's blocking out the wind for over here. Let's jump into Thursday, 4 a.m. Oops, sorry about that. We're going to go back to 7 a.m. This is where you can really see some of that circulation. You can see 40-mile-an-hour winds over here, 39, and yeah, that you can really see that eye. It's not as round as you would think, but it's more of an oval kind of shaped thing, and you can definitely see the eye though. Let's jump into 7 p.m. and you can see these winds are starting to pick up. So I believe this is like tropical storm status. I believe 42 mile per hour is tropical storm status, so we could probably see a tropical storm before it hits Dominican Republic, probably between Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic. Although, don't use this as a guarantee. This is just a map. It's not guaranteed. This is just a map from windy.com. And yeah. Here's 12 a.m. We could see 44-mile-an-hour winds. 6 a.m. Friday. We kind of lose the storm in the islands, but once we get to like 2 p.m., you can start to see it again. You can start seeing a little circulation. Let's go to Saturday, 3 a.m. Again, I almost lost the storm. Then here. Then here. Then here. Then here. Then here. Wait, did I just lose the storm? Let's go back to Wednesday. Alright. I have to follow this. I think I just lost the storm. And then, for some reason, windy.com is showing it head this way. I don't think Windy's right with this one because most of the models show it heading up this way. I think it will head up the coast. Most of the spaghetti models are showing that. NOAA's saying it's going to head that way. So I don't really believe the windy.com, but you can see it strengthening as it moves this way. And I believe it's right until here where it starts moving this way. I think it will turn up here. What I think is it will either go this way or this way. But honestly, if I had to choose, I would choose this way. Let's go to wind gusts, and you can see 56 mile per hour winds. And I think this could be major, possibly. Especially if it uses this warm water up here to grow. This can help it out. Oh, sorry. It's not warm water. Sorry about that. I just got confused. Let's see if they have water temperature. Oh, sea temperatures. Alright, sea temperatures. Is it sea temperature? Oh, let's turn sea temperatures on. And I still can't find it. It's on though. Oh, here. So, here's the sea temperatures. As you can see, the water's warm all the way up to like the Jersey Shore. And you can see that here's the Gulf Stream. And this really does bring warm waters up here. This will enhance the warmth of the warm water. And it's mostly warm all the way up till here. So it can mostly develop. It can continue to develop from the current location up. And even over here, it should enhance its development with the warmer water. And by the time it hits the coast area, it should be quite a strong storm. Yeah. Alright. So this is 84 degrees. 84, 86, 84, let's zoom in here. The Gulf Stream isn't really bringing in that much warm water, but it should help with warming up the water for the storm. And I'm acting like the storm is good, it's not, but it's just true. And down here, water's really cold. 29 degrees. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to jump right into our models again. See if there's any update in them. Here we go. I want to relook at the models. I believe they might be updated, but here's the model. As you can see, it looks just about the same, maybe slight differences, but again, you could see the storm. It can get quite strong over here, and I think that's what we have to watch out for. The entire East Coast, Bahamas, West Indies, Puerto Rico, Cuba even, and maybe even the Dominican Republic. We have to watch this storm because this can cause a lot of damage. So we have to watch it very closely. Sorry, I'm just taking a look at this. I'm looking for models. It's not good. Yeah, I can't find what I'm looking for, but see our tropical storm right over here. Right there. And not tropical storm, sorry. It's tropical entity right here. It may actually be a depression. Just we'll have to wait until they send a hurricane hunter plane into it. That's when they find the wind speed, and then they have to clarify, but once it gets over approximately 38 miles per hour, it can be considered a tropical depression. And once it gets over 42, it's considered a tropical storm. Tropical storms they can range a lot from wind speeds. Tropical storm and tropical depressions, usually people think they're like almost the same, but it depends how strong they are. You have to see the wind speeds to know exactly how strong in them. You can't just use the category. The category helps, but wind speeds can vary. Here's the tropical intensity index. Whoa, this didn't work. Sorry about that. That wasn't what I tried to do. Sorry about that, everybody. It's June. I'm going to pull up our map for July. So here's the tracks. Our storm's coming from over here. And as you can see, it's mostly going to come this way. And right up the coast, right into North Carolina, Jersey, New York, even the very north. That's the track here. Or what it could do is you could even split off and head this way. Split off over here. And if those are all wrong, it could even do this. Just mostly the model showed going up the East Coast. If you're looking for August forecast, since the storm might be going to August, as you can see, it'll probably be over here and would come up here. Well, alright. Alright, well, I guess we're going to end this video. It's been only about 30 minutes. This one's going to be extra short. But we'll do another video later today with all the updated forecasts, everything you need to know about the storm, and more. And I guess I'll catch you guys later. And comment below, do you think Invest 92L will develop in the next 48 hours? Comment below, and if anyone's right, then I can post your comment on the latest video later, or when the storm develops, when/if. And we're gonna look at our Atlantic Basin one more time. As you can see, 60%, and here's Hannah. Well, thanks you everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. We will have our next update out later, probably from 5 to 7 o'clock. If anything big happens, we will do a quick update maybe. Like, if it does develop very early today, we will do another update covering that. But if nothing really happens, then we'll just stick with our update at 5 to 7 p.m. tonight, Eastern Time. And yeah, I'm going to end this video. So thank you all for watching this video. And anyone on the East Coast, Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Cuba, West Indies, anywhere like that, stay safe and use official info to really plan if what you're gonna do. Well, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.